Some Indians are using Gandhi's methods to protest, but are combining it with British level dickishness if they don't get exactly what they want. Mr. Maher, at the end of today's episode, I intend to prove to the liberals, PCs and hippies who congregated your church that this headline needs to be hypocrisy.
Hypocrisy in any language. Brother, டெல்லியில் நடந்ததெல்லாம் போக்ராம்ங்கிறாங்க. எல்லாம் பச்சை பொய்யுங்க. ஆக்சுவலா பாத்தீங்கன்னா democracy under siege. Crazy hippo.
Also, we are 5 episodes in now. So I need to start introducing more characters with brown faces and Indian names in a section I like to call Just the Tip. A Rosetta Stone for Indian politics in me. Tip number 1. Gandhi family, or what the White House will look like 3 decades into the Trump dynasty. Tip number 2. Sitaram Yechuri is sort of like the Indian Bernie Sanders. Now Mr. Yechuri was never front runner to be runner up in any election. In fact, he has never won a national election in a 5-decade long political career. But what he does share with Mr. Sanders is a yearning for revolution. Also, both have secret Freudian crushes on the communist dictators next door. That's the end of this.
Just the tip.
Now we have Yechi and Bernie sitting on a tree, BLAMING, the Indian government for the worst rioting that Delhi has seen for a long time. Now I love Mr. Sanders' campaign for 2020. As someone who grew up in the third world, I totally get him. And Americans who are still on the fence about him forget that the flag that has become a poster child for the Me Too movement looks glorious with a little bit of red in it. Here is a real world reality check for people who think socialism is a bad word. Good colleges are expensive to get into. Too much beer pong and you're going to be in debt forever. Good retirement plans are expensive. Asian parents want their kids to be doctors because that college degree is also a 401k. Good healthcare is expensive, and those 401ks will start failing in America if the price of geriatric healthcare is greater than the price of a beer pong degree. So go Bernie, if you're going to help out a lot of those millennials. But no Bernie, if everything you have to say about India is uninformed condescension. Here is a new rule for Gringo Che Guevaras. New rule: if the current government in India is already delivering many of the things that Bernie promises to, and he has absolutely nothing to say about that, or the humility to acknowledge and get inspired by it, it smells a whole lot less like Viva la Revolution and a whole lot more like white man's burden. And finally, new rule: if Bernie Sanders is going to model his entire campaign like a United Colors of Benetton ad,
they think they're going to win this election by dividing our people up based on the color of their skin or where they were born. We are going to win because we are doing exactly the opposite.
He must admit that he trusts 272 million brown people to back the right candidate in a democratic election. One Hillary, one Donald Trump. 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 And a partridge in a pear tree.